Imagine being just 31 years old, shooting a big budget movie in your hometown, co-written and co-produced with a childhood friend. Even for an established movie star and up-and-coming movie executive, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it is cool. It's cool because like a lot of my friends are lawyers and we're shooting at the law court, so they literally just randomly walked by, several of them. My brother-in-law works in this neighborhood. I mean, it's more those kind of moments that make it kind of surreal, where we'll just be in the middle of the scene and then one of my friends from high school will just walk by as we're filming and stop and hang out for a few minutes. Yeah, it's cool.
Rogen and his longtime collaborator, Evan Goldberg, are Vancouver success stories in ways that may surprise you. It's not just because they're from here, meeting at this elementary school, Talmud Torah, going to a public high school just a few blocks away, but growing up in a movie-making town had a deep impact on them.
I believe that there's no chance either of us would be doing what we're doing if we were from a city that wasn't a movie city. And a lot of my American friends don't seem to get that. You know, they say it must be amazing to everyone at home that you're in the movie industry. And I tell them, no, like I have like 25 friends up in Vancouver who all work in film. Like I had 4 of them come to set today. They're making music videos, they're making TV shows. A lot of my American friends don't understand that this is truly a movie town.
This was their high school, Point Grey Secondary, where they got to see Hollywood North close up, like the Lou Diamond Phillips movie, in a class of his own.
It definitely seemed more obtainable than if we just, lived in some tiny town in the middle of nowhere where no one ever filmed anything. The fact that it was like around made it seem possible, I think, in some ways, yeah. 2
friends with a talent to make people laugh and just cocky enough to think they might be able to make films.
We were watching a movie in my parents' house in the basement, and we saw a crummy movie, and we said, I bet we could do better than this. And then there was like a moment of silence, and then we were just both like, let's go upstairs and give it a shot and see if we actually could. And we sat down and started to try to write Superbad, and we wrote an embarrassingly terrible first draft with no structure and terrible jokes and overly juvenile humor. And then over the course of high school and after he went to LA to start working, we slowly got it from overly juvenile to perfectly juvenile and kind of got it done.
Evan, get into the game.
Take it over to me.
Seth, get off the field.
Dude, get out of here. They're going to make me run laps again.
Evan Goldberg says Superbad is more autobiographical than he'd care to admit.
You have the easiest job on earth. You smoke all day.
Their next collaboration was Pineapple Express.
They follow you in? I don't know. Let's get out of here. Get the snacks.
Soon, the pair had the clout that comes with success to form their own production company, Point Grey, an homage to their high school, and to shoot big-budget movies back home.
When we initially wrote Superbad, we wrote it to be in Vancouver, and the same thing with Pineapple Express. And just due to the nature of Hollywood and where we had to go and how Judd Apatow helped us get them made, everything ended up happening in Los Angeles. And just the ability to come back here is something we always wanted and we always intended. And when 50/50 came here, it was just the most exciting thing in the world. And the fact that it's happened again is blowing my mind. And now I feel like we can get the ball rolling and say, like, Vancouver's our good luck charm. You got to send us there.
And back at Point Grey, their legacy is well known, if not clearly marked.
So I'm looking around, I don't see a Evan Goldberg, Seth Rogen tribute anywhere on the walls?
The tribute we see every day is on the movies and the productions that they put through.
So you're cutting the cord? What's going to happen?
Nothing. Jesus, what does everybody think is going to happen? Like the world's going to explode if we don't spend every second together?
I mean, we're not dependent on each other, you know? I mean, it's like we met when we were 8, you know? We were fine before then.
People at Point Grey are proud of Seth Rogen's stardom, though given the trademark coarseness of his movies, celebrating their legacy is a little complicated.
They want even to invite him back, maybe, to see how they were doing and the legacy that Seth left here in terms of the drama program.
But the drama class isn't studying any Rogen Goldberg scripts?
I hope not. I hope not. I hope teachers are actually vetting that, at this point in time,
Last year, Point Grey's valedictorian, a drama student, challenged students to become even more successful than Rogen. So what's his advice to those who want to create the next Superbad?
Work hard and just start making stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what we did. Like, we just started doing stuff. What's cool about movies now is like you can just get a camera that's like almost as good as the cameras we're using to film our actual movie on. You can buy one at, Radio Shack or something like that. Like it's not as hard as it used to be to really make something that's professional looking. So what's neat is if you really want to make movies, you can just make movies.
That next movie, the one shot in downtown Vancouver, has, of all things, North Korea as its theme. It's coarse, it's a comedy, and it's coming this fall. Ian Hannamansing, CBC News, Vancouver.